What is up, everybody? I'm the Retro Nerd, and welcome to another, well, not another, but the finale to the Retro Nerd Plays, well, at least for the episodes of Bioshock. So yeah, welcome to the finale of Bioshock. I act like I haven't done this for like 4 some odd years, so every time I start a video, I'm just always like, what am I going to say? Don't know, let's do it on the fly, like I always do. Never write scripts. Never write scripts. I do write jokes once in a while, back when I did the Retro Life as a show and not let it become a brand now. But yeah, so let's get into it. We're doing Bioshock finale, where, you know, you get to fight the big bag Frank Fontanie. So, if you guys don't know, I'm actually a huge fan of Bioshock. When it came out, I was like, oh my god, this looks okay, you know, it looks decent. And then when I finally played it, I'm like, oh my god, this game is fucking amazing. Played all the Bioshocks, Bioshock 1, 2, and Infinite. Didn't like 2 that much. Still enjoyed it though. A lot of people just downright hate it. They're like, I don't like 2 because of the story. Well, duh. It's gonna be different because all the main people are pretty much dead, you know. So of course. But I like 2 in the sense of what they did with the DLC, story DLC. Was it Minerva's Den? Yeah. I was trying to figure out how you say it. I believe it's Minerva's Den. But yeah, I like that they did story DLC just so you can also see that Infinite also went that route too, with some story DLC and like trials and stuff like that. Like, beat this level in so fast of a time, blah blah blah. But yeah, Bioshock didn't have that. What Bioshock had for DLC was mainly just special plasmids and stuff like that. Like, you can get the cyclone trap and stuff like that, which is cool and all, but you know, a little bit more story would help. But it's the first of its kind, so they knew what they were doing with it. So yeah, I love the story, I love the gameplay, I love the atmosphere. It's spooky as fuck. Trust me, in all 3 games there's at least something that freaks me the fuck out. I know in number 3, Infinite, it's when you fucking go to this console and you're turning on this like computer thing and you turn around and fucking one of the enemies is right there. Which one is it in this one? I know there's one where you're like doing something and you hear a voice say turn around or something like that, and you turn around and there's nothing there, then you turn back around and it's right in front of where you were looking at before. Something like that, some kind of scare like that is in this game. But they just scare me downright. They get me good, not like oh my god, you threatened my life, I'm gonna die type of scare. More like, you know, you just casually, you know, walking along and then hear something, turn around and there's nothing there, and you turn back around and it's right in front of you, and it's kind of those like, oh my god type of scares, you know. Which is good. I like those type of scares. Cheap jump scares like that, if you can get me with them, you know, because there's some games that can't get me with them. There's some that can. This one for sure can get me with them, even though I know it's coming, and they can still get me with it. Layers of Fear did that to me too. There was a lot of fucking jump scares in that, where, because it was my first playthrough all the way through the game. Well, I still haven't beaten the game yet and played all the way through for the channel, but a lot of the jump scares got me, even though I've seen people play Layers of Fear all the way through. But yeah, Bioshock, fantastic game. If you guys also don't know, if you've seen some of my live action videos where like my top 10s or the thrift shop findings, you guys may also notice that me and the main character of Bioshock actually have similar tattoos on our wrist. Yeah, I have the chain links from Bioshock. If you look at Jack's hands, you can see that he's got chain links. The difference between mine and his is I have the chain links, but I also have the saying, a slave obeys, a man chooses. But the funny thing is, I swapped the slave obeys ones over to, because a man chooses, a slave obeys. I switched it over to a slave obeys, a man chooses. I put the slave obeys on my right hand. Made a masturbation joke. Sorry, I had to do it. That's what I tell a lot of people when they're like, wait, you reversed that. I was like, yeah, masturbation joke. Right hand, most common one that people use. And since my dominant hand is essentially the slave that obeys, because my mind tells it to do what I want it to do, even if it's touch myself. But yeah. So let's get back onto the game and let's forget about me touching myself. Wow. But yeah, fantastic game. Love this game. Love the weapons. Love the plasmids. They get a huge improvement in Bioshock 2, which I will be playing through. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. I will be playing through all the Bioshocks, because they're like one of my favorite series for the newer generation of games. But yeah, love it to death. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, it has multiple endings as well. I believe there's like 3 or 4 possible endings. I know if you save majority of the little girls, you get the ending that I got. If you harvest a lot of them, your character actually becomes corrupt and takes over Rapture. And then I think there's one for neutral, like if you don't go after the little sisters. I can't remember, but I know there's at least 2 or 3 different endings for the game, so that's cool. Depending on your play style, like if you want to be like an evil little bitch and fucking just kill the little sisters, because I can't do that. In my soul, I can't sit there and be like, yeah, I'm gonna kill this virtual little girl and steal the atom inside of her and yeah, and pretty much just to power myself up. No, I can't do that. Every playthrough I've done, I've always saved them. Majority of them I saved, because you can harvest some of them and then save the rest of them, and you can still get the same ending I got, which is probably the neutral ending. Who knows? But yeah, that's what I usually do. Like first couple ones I harvest and get the plasmids I want, and then after that I just save the rest of them. I want to do a playthrough. I'll probably play through this again sometime down the road, and not for the channel though. Not for the channel. I'm not playing through this again for the channel. But I want to do one where I just harvest them all, because I haven't gotten that ending, and I do believe I get an achievement for that, so might want to do that. But yeah, if you haven't played Bioshock, what the fuck are you people doing? I say, would you kindly go play Bioshock? That's the order. You guys never seen The Manchurian Candidate? Which this game is pretty much got some loose ties to. Pretty much in The Manchurian Candidate, if we want to go back to the old one, not the one with Denzel Washington, because I've never seen that one. I've seen the old one. Pretty much you're like, the main story is the main character is like a sleeper agent sent to pretty much kill like whoever he's programmed to kill. So pretty much every time he's shown the Queen of Diamonds, his programming takes over and he must go kill whoever it is until someone says the correct password to cancel the programming. Now in this one, the key phrase is "would you kindly." So you hear it throughout most of the gameplay with Atlas, aka Frank Fontanie. Spoiler alerts. Then again, if you're watching this episode, you're gonna find out Atlas is Frank Fontanie. But yeah, pretty much Atlas would always say, "Would you kindly go do this? Would you kindly go do that? Would you kindly go jump off a bridge?" Dramatic pause, because I wanted to have time for you guys to type your comments in before you're jumping off the bridge, because I told you, would you kindly go jump off the bridge? But yeah, so pretty much this type of Manchurian Candidate thing where, you know, you're programmed to respond to whoever told you, would you kindly. And now it doesn't have to be Frank Fontanie either, because also in this game you see Andrew Ryan actually tell you, would you kindly kill me, and you do it. So pretty much whoever says would you kindly whatever, you pretty much have to listen to them. So that's kind of a cool thing that ties into Nigerian candidate. But anyways, guys, yeah, I highly recommend playing Bioshock. If you haven't played it, go pick it up now. Fucking great, fantastic first-person shooter. Yeah, go pick it up. Now, would you kindly go buy Bioshock for the Xbox 360 or the PS3? Would you kindly? Anyways, guys, I've been the Retro Nerd. This has been an episode of the Retro Nerd Plays, and we were playing Bioshock, the finale. Would you kindly go watch this episode again and again and again? Would you kindly? Retro Nerd out.
Will draw the attention of this fighter. One has fallen. Now you must find events and bring forth another little one. Better for the girls to be with you. Better with you than alone. Alone in the crawling darkness. Only the little ones can open these doors. You must protect them.
That might be plenty for the working scrubs and the pencil pushers. But I need more. More! I want a slice! Till there ain't
Fontanie is nearby. You are reaching close now. There! You must use the needle of the little sister to drain Fontanie of his atoms. It is the only way to defeat him.
Here! Take this! Stick it in the bag, man!
Fontanie waits above. There will be no going back from here. Make sure you are ready.
I remember when me and the crowd put you in that sub. You were no more than 2. You were my ace in the hole. But you were also the closest thing I ever had to a son. And that's why this hurts. Betrayal, kid. Life ain't strictly business. I remember when me and the crowd put you in that sub. You were no more than 2. You were my ace in the hole. You were also the closest thing I ever had to a son. And that's why this hurts. Betrayal, kid. Life ain't strictly business. Yeah, you bastard! Ready for you! Catch my breath. And I'm gonna bury you and all their little eggs. get it, Luke?
You think I'm alone in this world? I got more than enough.
I'll get you! Come and get it, Luke! Come on! Ha 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 ha! I'll put you down! Come and get it, Luke! I'm not gonna come and get it, Luke!
Stop him!
Come and get it, Luke! You got a shot at this? I'm barely getting started. Come and get it, Luke! Here it is! I had you built. I sent you topside. I called you back, showed you what you was capable of. Even that life you thought you had, that was something I dreamed up and had tattooed inside your head. Now
Get
you
him!
call that family? I don't know what it is. And now,
Come on, come on! You get away!
They offered you this city. And you refused it. And what did you do instead? What I've come to expect of you. You saved them. You gave them the one thing that was stolen from them. A chance. A chance to learn. To find love. To live. And in the end, what was your reward? You never said. But I think I know. A family.